Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Carry for Nick Chubb.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll drop the throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rosen to throw. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Simon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. Fielded at the 33. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A give. This is Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. going to look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go now. Green 30.
On the toss, Bernard. Look at the spin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. A quick hitter complete. It's Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now it's Rosen looking. And Hill with it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, LA! Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown, LA! Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the... first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
goal. Rosen, rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go, G. Here I come again. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, 4 down.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Gone.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards.
there will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. second down. Here's Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Here's Rosen to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Graham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rosen on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey! 4 down, 4 down.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's Williams. 20! And he's taken down all the way inside the L.A. 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos get a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Taking it about the 16. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Bernard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's going to get it running right. Nifty move. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it, They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile,